once again, it's time to talk. And this one's going to be a little different. This is called Deep Thoughts with Jack and Joe. Haven't prepared for this, so I don't know what he's going to say. I got a few things, you know, so we're just going to see how this goes. So, what do you got?
Well, here's my question. Have you ever thought, like, you know how you're moving into a place, right? And, you know, you're talking with your friend or your cousin or whoever, and you're talking about, okay, let's say you're moving on the top floor apartment and or house, you know, well, we got to get the couch up to the top floor, right? And we need to get it inside the door, and then you got to get it an angle. So you're talking about your game plan, basically, right? And you're talking about, well, we need to move the couch this way and that way to get, you know. And, well, have you ever thought about how if you never stop talking about that?
What do you mean, like you just keep the conversation going in your head?
No. That's all you talk about now from then on in. Like 5 years later, you're still talking about the couch and how to position an angle to, like, you know.
How? So you just recap how it was taking the couch?
No, not it's like it's
mind?
still go. No, you're still talking to that same person, like me talking to you, and I'm like, well, I think we should take the couch and move it, even though the couch has been there for like 5 years.
Have
you ever thought about that?
Well, I'm still trying to wrap my head around what the heck you're actually trying to say. Is this happening in your mind, or you're actually talking to this other person about the couch?
No, you're actually talking to the other person.
Well, that's not too crazy, I don't think. You just keep talking about, maybe we could have moved it here, or maybe it would have been easier.
No, I mean, not like past tense, but you're actually saying, like I'm talking to you right now and saying, I think we should move the couch. I think we need to take it in this way.
But the couch is already inside the apartment.
It has been for years. And like when you go to a restaurant, you're still talking about that couch, and when you're like on a plane, and you're, instead of talking about getting on the plane, you're saying, I think we need to take the couch and move it to get it in the door.
You done dreaming this?
No. I'm just saying this is.
I think you need your medication checked.
I'm just saying. Have you ever thought about that?
I mean, I've helped guys, like good friends of mine, move, and then we talk about what a pain it was to move this, and maybe it would have been easier to do this or that. But you're saying that's not the case.
No.
Wait, what the hell are you talking about?
You're still reliving that experience.
So you're dreaming it.
No, you're not dreaming. You're talking about it.
I'm not following you.
Okay. So you move the darn couch in, right?
Yeah, I got that.
So let's say 2 months later or a year later, you're out having dinner with the same group of friends or friend or cousin, whatever, and you're saying, and as you're eating, instead of talking about the meal or instead of talking about work, you're going, well, I think we should move the couch in this way. And then your friend's saying, well, if we take it in at this angle, and then the wife is saying, well, if we move the couch this way, and then when your kid says something to you, instead of...
You're talking like this, so like it never happened?
No, like that's the only thing people talk about, sort of like the Twilight Zone, that's the only thing people talk about from there on in.
And this has happened to you?
No, I'm saying, wouldn't it be cool if it did?
No.
You know, it's like, and instead of your kid, like, you know, kid that come to you, hey, can I have, you know, lemonade or something? The kid goes, well, if we move the couch in this way, you can move it. And you're like, well, Johnny, we should move the couch at this angle and put it over the canopy to, and Johnny goes, well, I think you're right.
No.
And imagine a whole community of people, and that's all they talk about. They get out at night, and they go to like a town hall meeting, and that's all they talk about to each other.
That definitely sounds like a Twilight Zone episode.
What do you think about that?
I'm still trying to... I don't know what to think of it.
That's all you think about, that singular event that happened in your life. That's all people talk about. I don't care if it's the next presidential election. people on TV, that's all they're talking about.
So like Donald Trump would, if he was on TV right now, he would say, I was thinking when we move that couch into the White House to do that. Everybody talks of some way of moving a couch.
Yeah.
Where the hell are you going with this?
Nowhere.
Isn't this going to be a great one? Thanks for stopping by.
Well, obviously, you've got to have something that,
I always take breaks. When I go on break from work, I always go out to my car. I don't smoke. I just want to be left alone.
I understand that.
I have to decompress. Is that weird?
No, not at all. I deeply understand.
I was thinking about that this morning. I worked, this morning, and I was going out to my car, and you shut the door and you turn the radio on, and I'm like, is this odd? Because I never take a break in the break room. The only time I maybe go in the break room if there's like a party or somebody's retiring or whatever. I've been doing that since I've had a job. I always go out to my car.
I can understand that.
Have you ever done that?
No, not unless I had to call somebody. Well, there was a period of time I had a boss who, when he would take a break, he would take a smoke break and go out.
Well, see, I understand people go out to their cars to smoke, especially if it's extremely hot or extremely cold. You go in your car and you smoke, but I don't smoke.
I think the industry we work in, you're around people most of the time. All the time. And so some people want to get away, on their break, even if it's just 15, 20, 30 minutes. And they, like you said, they want to decompress. They want to isolate themselves a little bit. And I can completely understand that. You need to. Yeah. I get it. I really do.
So you understand mine. I still trying to wrap my head around what you were talking about.
Well, let me give you another one.
Oh boy, can I get a sip of water for this?
Yeah, it's fine.
1 second. Go ahead.
All right. So, let's say, you and your wife, you're gonna have some friends over.
I am married.
And you have your friends over, and they come in, and they see all kinds of paintings, pictures, statues, sculptures of, people like wolves and stuff like that. I got a family member of mine who he's part Native American. He likes wolves and stuff like that. So what if you had wolves everywhere, man? I mean, all over the place. I mean, in the bathroom, all over the walls in the kitchen. Forget this poster. You got a big old wolf up there. Maybe that one from The Never-Ending Story, The Nothing. Maybe that wolf, because he was real scary. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Scary, nice wolves, good wolves, big wolves, bad wolves, whatever. But there's wolves everywhere. And, so the couple you had over, they're sitting there and they're talking to you. And all of a sudden the guy says, "Wow, you must really like wolves."
What's weird about that? It's weird that they're...
And then you say, "I can't stand them."
And this has happened to you, or you just...
No, I'm just saying, what if that happened?
That doesn't make any sense.
And then they leave, and it really blows their mind, man.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, if you had bits like this, oh, you like that close range. Oh, I hate the effing film.
Yeah, it's just like that.
Where the hell are we going with this?
You got anything else?
I don't think so. Nothing to top what you got going on.
All right, okay. Well, this is just one other thing that... What if... Okay, have you ever been sitting eating with a group of people?
Oh, no.
And you imagine...
Yeah.
You imagine you're eating their food for them, looking at you. So you basically, you're inside their mouths, eating their food, tasting their food, but looking at you.
What?
Think about it. It's like eating with their teeth, right?
So what, are you inside their mouth? That's disgusting.
Think about, you're eating their food.
Do you stare at them? Somebody that, like, when we go out to lunch or something, you watch him eat, saying, I wonder what his food tastes like.
But it's more than that. It's like being inside their head. Like, did you ever see that movie, Being John
Maybe we
Malkovich?
ought to, like, take a break from hanging out for a while.
Being John Malkovich?
We're going to suspend the channel for a little while.
Think about it. And you're like, but you're looking at you.
You're looking at me, looking at you, looking at me, looking at you.
Yes, and oh, you know what's even better? Think about this. Think about this. So, you're doing that, and all around you are pictures of wolves.
What does it go back to the wolves? Are you
And
like
all
infatuated? I don't see one wolf here.
And all you talk about in that dinner conversation while you're thinking about eating, chewing their food, and them, you know, but you sort of like inside their head or inside their body, all you're talking about is moving that couch.
It goes back to the damn couch. This is the weirdest movie, weirdest video I've ever done. We've done a handful. What? Now, I have two small children. I'm trying to get away from this for a minute. When you take them to the park and you let them play around. Now, I've looked at like families, and I heard some of them talking like, oh yeah, we're going to do this and we're going to cook out later and you should come over. I've envisioned myself like, I wonder what kind of house they're at. I wonder what they're cooking out. Is that that all of a sudden seems very normal to what you've been talking about this last 15 minutes.
Yeah, see, that's, it's sort of like if you're watching, and I can understand it, because you're watching a movie, and it's a Harrison Ford movie, and there's a guy in the background, like, passes right by him on the busy street, right? And you're thinking, what if the movie just stopped being about Harrison Ford, started being about that guy's life?
I don't think about that. I'm thinking about it'd be great to walk by Harrison Ford and get paid about 10 grand to do it.
Well,
maybe a $500. I don't know what they pay extras. I don't know. But yeah.
And what if that guy was moving a couch into his house?
And his house was full of werewolves. I think we've dove far enough into the deep thoughts here.
I think it's worth exploring further, maybe down the road.
Let's leave that up to our lovely subscribers, the few that leave comments. If you think this was entertaining, let us know, and we will dive back into it. Hopefully not too much deeper, because this is pretty deep and I don't want to say dark, but definitely strange. But hey, if you enjoyed it, let us know, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
There's that plug again.
Oh yeah. But anyway, thanks for stopping by today, and catch you down the road.
I can't stand this movie. Bye.